Hey guys, it's Alex from 7th Hour Films. I'm not tired this time, and this is Attack on Titan. I am much more lively today than we were last time. Last time on Attack on Titan, we finished off the second season with Scream, where basically we were continuing on trying to get Eren back from the enemy, quote-unquote enemy. We're not really sure at this point, but Reiner and Bertolt, and also, there was the Titan that killed Eren's mother, and then it killed Hannes, and then Eren discovered that he is apparently the coordinate, which basically makes him the Alpha Titan, and he can control the Titans. And then they all got away. Ymir started to get away, but then she decided to go back to help Reina and Bertolt, so that, basically just so that they didn't walk away empty-handed, and that they basically wouldn't try to pursue the scouts too much. And then there was the discovery that humans are actually Titans. Krista has now fully changed her name back to Historia. Wait, did I say humans are Titans? I meant Titans are humans, but you get the idea. You know. There's no point in doing a recap. You all know what happened, but still. Yeah. Erwin has lost his arm. Connie's parents are Titans, and we're on our way to discover the truth. We don't really have... It's not really the fight against the enemy anymore. It's really just the search for the truth at this point. That's really what the show is now, I feel like. And we also saw that... basically, we saw confirmation that the Beastie Boy is, in fact, a hybrid. He's got a little Beastie Boy in him, basically. So, yeah, and he was this jacked dude with glasses and blonde hair. Likely not Dr. Jaeger, so it's just some other guy with glasses. So yeah. That was basically that. It was a bonkers end to a bonkers season, and now we have to see what's going to happen in this season. So yeah. This is where I say no spoilers in the comments whatsoever. This is also where I say if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode for free, you can, because it's the first episode of the season. The full-length reaction is available to anyone. You can go down in the description or the pinned comment, try it out. If you want, you don't have to. And then when you're done with that, you can pop back over here for the discussion. But if you don't want to try it out, also in the link in the description and in the pinned comment is also a link to the edited normal reaction. Now, we've been having some issues as of late with Dailymotion actually age-restricting the Attack on Titan reactions. I guess because there's blood. I don't know. It's not really that bad, but whatever. So I have also left instructions in the pinned comment to try to get around the age restriction. However, if you don't want to do any of that, there is also another link to the reaction. It's the exact same video, but it goes to Google Drive. So if you don't want the hassle, you can just head over to there instead. Basically, there are multiple ways that you can watch this reaction. So let's go ahead and get into this episode of Attack on Titan. Here we go. This show is completely different now. Like, I know last episode I said that, oh, well, we're not really fighting the enemy, we're looking for the truth. And that's true. That's what we're doing. I don't know, like, for some reason I didn't think about, yeah, this is completely different now. The whole show is different. Oh my gosh. So... wow, so many things. So many things. Oh my god. So many things. We saw the king. We kind of saw Lord Rice. Presumably, well, I don't know, presumably. I don't know why I said that. Correct me if I'm wrong. You guys know I always tend to, you know, there's a lot of voice actors that I start to recognize in Attack on Titan. So you guys can go ahead and tell me who voices Lord Rice. It sounded like the guy that plays All for One, but I can't be certain. So, wow. Okay. So we do need to take a shot for what was it, Nifa? Poor girl. I immediately was like, oh, I like this girl, you know. This, like, second, you know, the right hand of Captain Levi. She's gone. Man, oh man. That is just crazy, man. And now we're getting backstory on, oh, God, there was hair in my mouth. In my mouth. Ah. Okay. I guess we're going to get some backstory on Levi, which we saw a bit of it in the intro, where they don't have Linked Horizon playing the song. I feel betrayed. You know what? That'll be our next shot. To Linked Horizon, who gave us the first 3 intros. I don't know why they went with another band now, but to Linked Horizon. Okay. So we got a bit of, like, you know, young Levi and Kenny in the intro. So presumably then it was... presumably something happened between Levi and Kenny, and then eventually Levi found Erwin, which is how Levi entered the Scouts. Because they said, or at least, you know, the rumor is that Commander Erwin brought, you know, dragged in Levi kicking and screaming. That's what Petra said in Season 1. Man, oh man. I also want to know, how long has it been since the forest where they first faced Annie? Because that's the thing. That's where Levi's leg injury came from. That's, you know, the back half of Season 1, and he still sort of has that injury, you know? Like, we kind of said that last season basically took place within a couple days, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. We have so many things. Okay, notes. Beyond the Sea. So, that was an interesting... that kind of looked like a flash forward for a second. It's the Denny's future. No, sorry, that's a Breaking Bad reference. No, it looks like some sort of a... Where is this hair coming from? I say that with so much hair on my body, you know? So, that looked like some sort of a flash forward where Eren... He looked a little older, his hair was longer, and he was at the sea, you know? Which is interesting. It makes me curious, like, where, you know, this is supposed to be. They've kind of alluded to it before, where it's like, you know, especially, like, with the names and stuff. Like, I would imagine this is somewhere in Europe, and they've said, like, oh, well, you know, back when there were a lot of different types of people, you know, someone like Mikasa came from the Far East. So I would imagine that, and especially with, like, the architecture and stuff, that this is supposed to be somewhere in Europe. I guess just not by a sea, you know? So, yeah. So that was an interesting little, I guess, flash forward. Maybe we'll see that at some point. I don't know. We got the new squad, which was interesting. The new Levi squad, because, yeah, I mean, the last Levi squad died to Lean Jean. So, man, I do kind of hope they bring Annie back at some point, somehow. You know, like thinking back to that, it's like, oh, man, I still kind of miss Annie, you know? Like, I liked her, you know? But anyway, we have the new Levi squad taking over now, which by new Levi squad, it's basically just everyone is now just following Levi's orders, basically. So I did like at the beginning where, you know, Eren is cleaning. He's got the apron and the, you know, the hat and he's the broom and he's trying to clean and he's trying to get everyone to take it seriously. It's like, guys, no, Levi is going to kill us if it's not clean, you know? It's like, oh my gosh. He knows exactly what that's like. I like that. That's almost like the initiation for the Levi squad. Because that's exactly what Eren went through back in Season 1 when he joined. Oh, excuse me. Jeez Louise. So, I did like that. That was really funny. And then, Levi comes in, there's just a little dust. He's like, oh, no. It's like, I thought I gave you enough time. So, thanks. There's a piece of dust floating around in the cup that I prop up the Blu-ray on. So, anyway. So, yeah, that was kind of funny. I like that. And, of course, having Sasha pocket a potato was funny. This can't be too much longer after the end of last season, because not only does Levi still have his injury, although he's getting better, Mikasa also still has her injuries from being, squeezed by a Titan, But hell, if that's gonna stop her, nothing will stop that girl, She will keep going. So she's chopping wood, she's doing sit-ups, she's doing everything. That's gotta hurt like hell, But damn if that girl stops, She will keep going. Okay, something's wrong with Bufford. What the hell? Like, what even? Like, there was nothing... the last time he used his power, the last time he became Bufford was against Rhina. But he was alright during that, and he had, actually, like, the best control he's had so far, and he was doing really well. He actually, whooped Rhina's ass until Bertolt came in and, he tagged in, basically. So yeah, what the hell's going on with Bufford, He's barely 10 meters tall, he's skinny, Aaron's ass is hanging out. And then, too, when they ripped him out, it ripped his fucking face off. What even? It ripped his face off, and of course you look at it, it's like, oh my god, but his face will regenerate. But his face ripped off, man. We've never seen that. Because, they have I guess the muscles there, which presumably, that's just part of the connection, which allows, the user to control their Titan form. But yeah, this just completely ripped the rest of his face off, His face off, So, I don't know what the hell that was about. What is wrong with Bufford? What is wrong with my good boy Bufford, Oh, man. We had Lord Rice. For some reason, he knows the truth about the wall, despite the fact that they said he's... Oh, I don't think they said, he's a common lord, but he's just some sort of lord, He's not... Even though he was there, I guess, with the council or something of King Fritz, he wasn't... Oh, fucking no. I don't know, but Lord Rice, for some reason, knows. They have been saying, what Pastor Nick said, that that Historia might know a bit, I think that is something Pastor Nick said, is like, oh, even if she doesn't fully understand it, Historia knows some. So, I don't know. Why they want her back now? I guess probably if she does know anything, even if she can't understand it right now, they need to make sure... They're trying to make sure that the scouts don't get any information. They're trying to keep the secrets, so if they're going to do that, they need to take Historia. They don't necessarily explain why they're trying to take Aaron as well, but I would assume that Aaron is basically, their fighting chance of finding the truth, So, it's a very interesting thing of, the scouts are now being hunted because they know too much, So, yeah. And then we got Historia being sad. I can't deal with that, man. She's my beautiful girl. I don't want her to be sad. And yeah, it's like, oh, without Ymir, I have no purpose in my life. And it's like, oh, come on, baby girl. But that was interesting. That talk with Aaron. Aaron is such a jackass. It is incredible. He never... I was actually going back through some of the Season 1 reactions, and I remember, half of the inspirational speeches were shit, and the other half were okay. When he was, when Trost was first being attacked, he was talking to Jean, and he was like, look, the MPs will still be there tomorrow. This is what you were trained for. And it's like, yeah, we can do it. And then, 5 minutes later, he's like, oh, if we do really well here, we'll be promoted. We might be promoted to captain, Armin. And it's like, thanks? Great job. Okay, I don't know. So yeah, his talk with Historia was really funny, actually, where he's like, "Oh, well, first I liked him saying it's like, well, saving Ymir could be your purpose, like that's not a bad start." But she does say like, "Oh, well, that's the life, that's the path she chose. I don't have any right to alter it." So Historia's definitely got some shit to figure out. But yeah, and then that whole thing of like, "Oh well, I'm glad you're not happy, nice Krista anymore. It's kind of unbearable. Like, nobody's actually that happy, It's like, it was really just kind of annoying. It's like, you fucking jackass. Like, are you, it's stupid. It's stupid as shit. It's like, god damn it, Aaron. I don't know. Which, I mean, he kind of has a point, I guess, but he's just, I don't know. I don't know if that's exactly what the girl wanted to hear, I don't know. So yeah, Historia, she's got some shit to deal with. Hopefully she can get through it. I don't know how. It's like, I guess she's trying to find a purpose in her life. I'm not sure what that could be, other than just find the truth, but I don't know. Is going to be very complicated. So let's see. Nick's just dead. That guy did jack shit for us, he pointed us to Historia, which is something, and now we know the importance of having Historia there. But still, it's like he didn't tell us anything. But I do actually like that that's sort of the point, that he didn't say, he's never said anything, and he died not saying anything. Like, that was pretty interesting. But yeah, the MPs killed him, at which, I always said, like, oh, there's no good MPs, and it's like, sure enough, because now they're the bad guys. That basically, if you're not a scout, you're probably a bad guy. Although, I mean, Raina and Bertolt and Ymir, are they the bad guys? They are murderers. Well, you know what? As I believe in Wreck-It Ralph, as in the words of Satan, just because you are a bad guy does not mean that you are a bad guy, So, yeah. Oh, fucking no. It's like, there's a little too much going on. It's like, we have the nobles who are going after the scouts, and they're using the MPs to do that, but they're also hiring Kenny, the least threatening name in the world, Kenny the Ripper. Like, when you really stop and think about it, Jack the Ripper, like, oh, who's this guy? Jack. Who the fuck is Jack? Who cares about Jack? But then you say Jack the Ripper, like, oh, wow. Well, okay then, never mind. But then you have Kenny, and it's like, Kenny, what the fuck? And it's like, Kenny the Ripper. Like, that sounds stupider. So, anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest immediately. But, they have Kenny going after them. And then, on the other side of the scouts, we have the Beastie Boy and his shenanigans. And we also have Raina and Bertolt. And how do they connect to the Beastie Boy? We don't know. Also, Annie is there, in a crystal somewhere. Who's looking after Annie? Can we get some, like, a secure location, like, I don't know. Ooh, what if the scouts go get Annie? Oh, that'd be fucking cool. What if they get Annie and just, like, Alliance of Convenience? I don't know. They don't really have anything to bargain with, though. Because she would want to probably either complete her mission or just go. I don't know. Might not work, but well, I don't know if we'll see, but we'll see. But yeah, fucking Nick's dead. But he didn't say anything, and that's good. Honestly, at the very least, it's like, okay, he didn't tell us anything, but he didn't tell them anything, too. So, that's something. Good job, Nick, I guess. So, let's see. We saw King Fritz give a bunch of rations to Trost to boost morale, which is interesting. Okay, that was kind of that. But we also saw Lord Rice in there. Oh my god, we had the doubles again. I can't believe they did that again. They actually got... They first off, they put Jean in an Aaron wig again. And made him Aaron's body double again. But then it's like, you know, for 5 seconds I'm sitting here like, well, wait, obviously they didn't, you know, actually give them Historia, so who's their double? Who did they put someone in a blonde wig? And I just sit here and I was like, oh god, it's Armin. And sure enough, it's Armin, unfortunately being felt up by a guy. Because of course, whoever these jackasses are would try to feel up Historia. Ugh. See, that's the thing. On the one hand, you know, obviously, hey, they're not touching my beautiful girl. But on the other hand, they're touching my beautiful boy. I can't deal with this, man. It's like, on the one hand, they're not touching best girl. On the other hand, they're touching best boy. And I can't deal with that, you know? So, there's that. I feel bad for Armin, but they took him out, so that's at least good. And then Kenny, this guy who has killed he's killed a bunch of the MPs, but I guess the nobles have hired him to try to get Historia and Aaron. Okay. They also have gun ODM gear. So it's exactly the same, but instead of swords, they have guns. Which, I mean, if they're going after people and not titans, I guess that does make a bit more sense, but still. It's just kind of weird. And Kenny, again, is probably one of the shittiest names you could have given him. That is the least threatening name for the guy who, like... This guy, from what it sounds like raised Levi, you know? And they call him Kenny the Ripper, which makes it sound like he's Jack the Ripper. It's like if you... I don't even know. Like, it's like if you crossed Jack the Ripper and, like, a bounty hunter, like, from Star Wars. Like, it's like Boba Fett or something. It's like... But you named him Kenny. There's just... Okay. So, yeah. A lot of things happened in this episode. Very strong season premiere. I'm very glad for it. Oh, but we have a lot to... This is going to be a long season, I feel like. So, yeah. That is basically it. I have no idea what sort of outro music we're going to use because they didn't have the credits music in this episode. So, yeah. With all that being said, anyway, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Attack on Titan reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure to hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.